Okay, good evening everybody and welcome to JPTV and welcome to penultimate round of the F3 Championship live from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And obviously it's 7 minutes past 8 already, so obviously it's a late start. We're hoping to get away at 10 past 8, so only a few minutes left. So in the interest of time, I'm only going to go through the drivers' standings tonight. And even though there's only a mathematical chance of that seven people, well, it's mathematical chance that seven people could still win the driver's title, it's really only realistically been between the top two. So yeah, the top of the pile is Boogster. He's on 70 points, and he's got a 5 point gap between Matt in second place. So JTEX, yeah, this is when it starts to get a bit unlikely that anybody's going to win the title. JTEX is in third place, but 22 points behind. And joint fourth is Alice Killer and Powdy on 28 points behind. And Bugatti and Rebe, they are 31 points behind. So yeah, like I said, realistically, it's only between Boogster and Matt who are going to win the title tonight. Well, not tonight necessarily, but in the next two rounds. So yeah, I don't think it's unlikely that the title will be decided tonight, unless there was to be a DNF from somebody. But even then, someone had to win the race. But yeah, obviously this is the tail end of the season. There's only 12 drivers in the lobby. There was a similar sort of showing last week. So yeah, this is sort of like when people's seasons have not gone the way they hoped, that they just really just can't be bothered to show up anymore. And that's been the attitude actually as my co-commentator, who thinks F3 is too boring for him to commentate on. So that's why Lico has decided to give up his commentary duties for F3 Championship. So yeah, I'll be solo unfortunately for the next couple of races. So yeah, so as I said, we're in Brazil. We've already had three races already this week: FP, F7, and F6. It rained a bit in FP, but the F7 and F6 races were dry. So yeah, I mean that doesn't tell you anything really. Brazil is one of those tracks where the weather can certainly play its part. But yeah, we won't obviously know until we get until the lobby starts, until the race starts. So yeah, I think we're starting to ready up now. So yeah, I think it unfortunately is going to be a small grid today, just a 12 drivers by the looks of it. But if I look in the lobby, LMC Booster is here, and so is Matt. So at least we've got the main title contenders here. So yeah, should be an interesting race. One of the shortest tracks on the calendar. It generally is going to be like a. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold again. It is generally going to be like a 108 sort of lap time, especially in qualifying. And yeah, and so yeah. In terms of strategies, it's not much difference between the one stop and the two stop. So you can either go super soft to soft, or soft to mediums, or if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, you can go to super soft to mediums. So yeah, or actually, one of the drivers in F6 yesterday went soft to super soft. So, but he has pretty good tyre wear. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to see that from anyone tonight, but we shall see. So yeah, we're loaded into the lobby. One of my favourite tracks on the calendar, but unfortunately, never actually had a decent result here. I may have had one last night, but I jump start because someone else jump started in front of me, so I reacted to him and I got a drive through penalty on the first lap. So yeah, disappointing from that from me there. And yeah, it definitely looks like it's going to be a dry quali. And yeah, Remco, if you're listening to this, he's not actually here tonight, so doesn't matter. But anybody who's driving who's listening to the stream, please no other spoilers. I'd appreciate that. So we're just waiting for the cars to get out onto the track in a minute. But usual 18-minute qualifying session. And they're obviously taking the time to make sure they've got their setups perfected for the race and for the qualifying session. And I can see there's a Ferrari ready to come out, which will be Matt or Alice Killer. Yeah, it is Alice Killer in the Ferrari, and he's gone for the soft compound to begin with. So he will be the first one to do a lap in anger as he heads down to turn 4. This is another one of those tracks where the softest compounds will wear off quite quickly, but they should last about 12 laps or so. So I'm expecting something like 107 sort of times from these guys. Maybe someone can dip into the 106s, but yeah, realistically 107s I would have thought would be the time that people would be looking for, somewhere around there, low 107s. Alice Killer starts in sector 3 now, and he'll begin his run to the line. So I shall do the first lap of the qualifying session on board with him as he crosses the start-finish line and heads down to turn 1. You get a wide exit there, no entry, but you go wide at the beginning of the corner there. It should not be invalidation, but it's quite easy to invalidate on that corner. You already hear the flag, but I'm going to ignore that. And he heads down to turn 4, the second gear S zone. So 2 gear S zone, start finish straight, and the one has just gone down. He heads down up to turn 5. I don't know any of the corner names, unfortunately, so I'm just going to go by numbers as he's now into sector 2. There might be slight invalidation there. I don't know if he's still going or not. It looks like it is. Yeah, very easy to invalidate there, and there's more yellow flags in sector 1 and 2, but yeah, I'm just going to ignore that for the time being as he heads up to the final sector now. And just flat out here, right down from the bottom of the hill, right to turn 1. So what time has he set? And let's say 1:08.7, I believe that is. So yeah, let's see if I can find Matt. Matt is teammate, not too far behind. They must have invalidated that, so let's see if I can find someone else. CSR Kinney, or ZZ Public as we mostly know him, on the super soft compound, and he does a 1:19, so yeah, obviously having an issue there. So they're going to do another runs. MC Booster, championship leader. He's got some traffic in front of him, but should not be an issue. As he heads down and goes pole with a 1:08.4. So now we're being a bit optimistic at 1:07s there, but we all do have track evolution. So where's Matt on there? He's become such a quick lap around here. It felt like he was just starting turn 1 3 seconds ago. But here he comes now. Oh, he's actually just pitting. That was bad timing. And Panda goes P3. Yeah, I think Rex will be the first one. The next one to cross the line. Uh, last week's winner, I believe he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Bugatti's been in the pit lane now. Oh, Bugatti's been disqualified. Oh no. It just gets better and better for Bugatti, doesn't it? Will be joining me in commentary in very shortly, like last week, I don't know. But yeah, Gretchet's got a 1:81, so a decent lap there from him. I think Jay decided to abandon his lap, so I'm going to get ball with Powdy now. So Bugatti is going to be starting from last on the grid, and Powdy is not on the lap clearly. But J-Bay is. Sorry, I can't think. J-Bay won last week's race, didn't he? Of course he did. What am I thinking? Retrix came second. I think J-Bay's on the out lap as well, but I'm going to just stoneboard him. He's pretty much the only person out on second. Yeah, he's not on the lap. Power's not on the lap, so yeah, I'm just stoneboard J-Bay. Oh, I think Mrs. Powley is his flying lap, so yeah, I'm going to stay on board with him. So yeah, into sector 2 now. Yeah, I know, mate. Well, I think it must be, or AOR's happening tonight. 3 leagues on one night. You don't get many views these days, unfortunately, on JBTV. But yeah, it is a bit disappointing. But you know, you just got to carry on and do the best you can. A bit like Powley's doing in a minute, as he's going to set his first flying lap. He must have invalidated it, so Dre Bay will be the next one to cross the line. It's also a bit difficult these days commentating on your own, but most of us in PSGL do it nowadays, so especially on Sunday night. And yeah, J Bay's abandoned that lap as well, so yeah, we've all done their initial runs. Yeah, I believe that the championship could be decided in F4, I believe, and yeah, so that may be the reason there. So Alice Galev, as we already near enough halfway through the session already. So we're all coming to get a fresh set of boots, and they're going to do their next runs. So Jade. Oh no! What's happened to Jade? I don't know. Oh. Unfortunately, I didn't know what's happened to him. I think he was in. I think he was out on track, to be honest. I thought he was in the pit lane. So yeah, a bit strange that. He's in P9. So yeah, he looks like he's going to be starting just in front of Bugatti in P11. So Matt currently in P8. Well, he's not set a lap time yet. So as Boost does the fastest lap of the race, and he now we enter the 1:07. So I think there must be a validation there from Matt. So yeah, I'm going to stay on board again and see. But he. It does like he did invalidate it, because he's still full beans. But he's going to lose time there, unfortunately. The yellow flag in sector 2. I can't quite see what that could be, unless it's just Matt is going wide there on the corner. Not sure, but it looks like he's still going. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you, Jay. Yeah. So will Matt, has he got, Sias Kimi goes probably 1:77, and Matt is pitted again. Rose being out. And you go quicker on those soft tyres. Go P4, so decent pace there from Rose there at a minute. TJ is doing who's TJ? Oh, she was like Kimmy. Yeah, I forgot, yeah. Yeah, so that is very impressive. I've only just noticed that, so well spotted, Aaron. Yeah, she was like Kimmy. Yeah, 1077 with soft tyres, that's very impressive. Yeah. So, yeah, let's see if we can find someone else who's on a lap. Retrex, I'm on the board with Retrex. P3 at the minute. Has got a Ferrari in front of him, but I'm sure he will get out of his way. And AMD has joined, so we're going to have 13 drivers, but he will be starting at the back of the grid. So at least we've got some more drivers out on track. That's Retrex coming to the line now. And goes pole, 1074. Let's go on board with the F3 admin onto the podium. Matt is gone in medium tyres. That seems a bit odd, but anyway, onto the podium now. Currently in P7. I think this must be an out lap. We're staying board with the Renault driver. That's bad timing as well. J-Bay going pole, 1073. So that's the sticking ball on Matt. He's not the only person in the race not to set in the session not to set a time yet. So I'm not sure what he's expecting to do here with those medium tyres. At least he'll be starting in front of. He's going to be starting in the top 10 anyway. So yeah, I suppose that's one way of looking at it. So maybe that's what he's thinking there. Could be smart on this point. So I would suggest that decision would mean that there's going to be no rain during the race, because why would you start the mediums in that case? But anyway, I'm only guessing here. As he's going to set the team now, so pretty much all you just do is just set a time. Anything else is just bonus, really. And I see that CSR Kimi has switched to his super soft side tyres. So he'll be trying to hunt down that competition again. Yeah, I don't want to know the weather, Jay. I don't really want to know. But Matt eventually does a time of 1:09.3, so it's not a quick time, but yeah, he's probably going for an alternate strategy to everyone else. Panda is only driver on track in a minute. He's still doing all that. He's doing his out lap though, so I'm just looking board of him. I'm currently in P8 in the McLaren. I don't know who you are actually, Asia. I don't. I say to everyone every week, I don't want to know the weather for the race, but yeah, someone had to spoil it. Yeah, thanks for that, Boobster. Just with that, I hope you crash out. I'm only joking. But Panda going to start his flying lap now with 3 minutes left in the session. Excuse me. So yeah, everyone switching to super softs now, apart from Matt, who's gone back into the pit lane. whether he'll stick with those or not, but still plenty of time to come out and do another lap. As he is in the sector 2 now, and he's taking that quite nicely. They don't want to go too wide there because they will be in a validation. Yeah, Boogster, you're not my favourite person in a minute, mate. Don't. Yeah. So yeah, Panda looks like he's taking that fairly nicely. And a little bit of a waterfall there. And he is straight run now to the start finish line. He may decide to do another lap or not, I do not know, but here we go, we're going to watch it anyway. It only climbs up to P7, so let me see if I can find someone else who's nearly completing that. I'm going to board Groensbeer, who set his original time on the soft tyres, but he's switched to super softs again. Yeah, and Matt has put on a super soft tyre. I'm guessing he's going to come back out. A minute and a half left to go, so this will be pretty much the last chance for anyone to complete their laps. And Groensbeer has got some traffic in front of him, but I'm going to do that for a minute. J Bay still the pole sitter, 1073. And we're currently P6. Can he go quicker? Not in a minute. And they will get another lap in if they choose to. He's going to improve. Not in a minute. Onto Podium having an issue there, and he's going to get away out of traffic. And Retrex. Go pole, we're on a 7-2, so I'm going to go with CSR Kimmy. Will you get pole? And welcome to everyone on the stream, thanks for joining me. Yeah, so Kimmy did set his time on the soft tyres, but this must be quicker surely. Will the pole? No, it will be. We'll get another lap in though. And then going for the Boogster. Championship leader. And J-Bay is currently in P2. He's finished his lap, didn't improve on his time unfortunately. Groensbeer P6 and Asker P8. Motor Podium P9, he'd be disappointed with that. What can Boogster do? Doesn't improve, currently in P4. Let's go and board with CSR Kimmy. Let's go and board with Matt. Actually. And Retrex has done his final lap. He's currently a pole sitter. So it's only CSR Kimmy and Matt left on track. Howley saving the pit lane for some reason has retired. So Matt, what can he do? Currently P5. And yeah, CSR Kimmy. I think he is going to be starting on the soft tyres. But that's a very decent qualifying session for him really. Starting in P3 on the soft tyres. Apparently F5 is not even being streamed tonight. That's unfortunate. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Retrex got the pole 107.2, then Ray in second place. Then CSR Kimmy in third, obviously Public was known, Boost in fourth, and starting right in front of the championship. Championship leader starting right. I forgot what I'm saying now, but championship leaders together starting together. in 4th and 5th. I'm just really having trouble getting my words out at the minute. Oh my god, I just noticed it is chucking it down. Wow. That it looks to me like it's definitely full wet conditions. Shut up, Lewis. Um, wow, well that's going to make things a little bit interesting. That's going to make turn 1 very interesting. We had a massive crash in FP on Tuesday night at turn 1. So yeah, will we see something similar tonight? I do not know, but yeah, could see a lot of carbon fibre flying up at turns 1 and 2. So yeah, let me get my thingies up a minute. So it's full wet conditions. Yeah, wow, it looks the drivers going to have their wits about them tonight to navigate these this track in these sort of conditions. I don't know the obviously know it's raining. That's what I said in the chat earlier, but I obviously don't know whether it's going to be a full wet race or it's going to be drying up in the middle, or if it's going to go to intermediates or it's going to be full wet for the whole race. Who knows? But and already got someone disqualified. Bugatti. I mean, he makes me laugh. He just never seems to get any luck during these races. Yeah. So ND, as you can see, is joined. So we've got an extra runner here, but he's going to, of course, starting last. And so just doing the formation laps now. Oh, we're starting on the back end there, coming out the top, coming out that corner there. As they all line up now, and AMD making them wait slightly longer than they need to, really. But I think, yeah, we're going to be going 3, 4, 5 right. And away we go for the penultimate round of the F3 Championship live at Brazil. And it's been a slow start there from Retrex, and he's already been mugged by the Toro Rosso and a Ferrari of Matt. And Matt is in. He's up to P2 now, and Retrex is coming back actually, so he might go around the outside. No, he doesn't. Looks like he's a clean start from everyone. So not the carnage I was thinking it was going to happen. So Retrex and Matt and Siasa Kimi battling down to turn 1, but Siasa Kimi has the inside line, but Matt's going to try and hold it around the outside and does so. And Matt in P1, Siasa Kimi in P2, Retrex trying to come back in P3 after that poor start. He's going to go on the inside of the Toro Rosso. Oh, the Toro Rosso cuts across in there, so great defending there. And J-Bay in P4 and Panda in P5. So it's a good getaway, and I think my timer screens are going to be a bit funny. Bugatti is made up a couple of places. He's in P9 at the minute. So yeah, a decent, very clean start from everyone there. There's a yellow flag. I can't quite see what that is for, but yeah, great start from Matt, championship leader. And Boogster, I've already just noticed this. Boogster is, wow, Boogster is having his troubles here. I don't know what, I think he's got some wing damage. Yeah, that's terrible from Boogster, championship leader. That could mean what could mean his title as great start from Matt. His main title rival is in last place, and he is winning this Grand Prix by 1.7 seconds. No, I didn't see that. I missed that completely. So if I did miss that, guys. And Retrex has actually made his way into P2 now. Siasa Kimi having some issues. He's in sliding all over the place and is down to P5. And he's going to be under threat from the front. Oh no! Sergio Kimi is all over the place. And Alex Keller right on his trumpet now. But yeah, so I don't know if Sergio Kimi's had some wind damage. Oh, he's all over the place. He's onto the grass. He kept coming back on track. And he's under attack pressure now from the Red Bull of Jay and boosts the pits with definitely ring damage. And Sergio Kimi forcing the JTEX off on wide there, off the track. So Kimi looks like he's got some major damage there, and Bugatti has lost another position actually. He's down to P10. So he's obviously had his issues, but onto the podium. He's going to come back at in and inside. No, Bugatti getting better traction off the corner. So Matt has got a 2.1 second lead now. Yeah, no grip for Kimi, no room for Kimi, I don't think. I can't quite tell in his camera angles. Oh no, he's all over the place. And Matt does another fast lap on the race. We'll see how Kimi pit. No, he stays out. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just maybe running a dry setup. And JTEX moves up into P8. Although Kimi's still defending that position, but Jay does have the inside line. But Sergio Kimi will have a line for the next corner. I don't know why it's called CSI Kimi, because CSI is not even a thing anymore. But yeah, he eventually uses that place to JTEX. But he's going to come back. Yeah, actually a decent drive there from Kimi. And Bugatti has capitalised on that situation, but no, he's in the wall, or he's avoided that wall, and yeah, he's lost 2 positions there to AMD and onto the podium. Oh dear. But anyway, so yeah, Retract has actually caught up a little bit to Matt. It's only 1.8 seconds now. But Rave, yeah, he's dropped back a bit, so some gaps forming there. Yeah. So yeah, Panda not far behind Rave though. But yeah, it's strange that there's some large gaps forming already on lap 3 of this 36 lap race. But Sergio Kimi looks like he's oh no, he's lost position onto the podium. I don't know what Sergio Kimi is having some major issues there. I think he must be running a dry setup, but he's going to try going inside onto the podium. Oh, wheel banging there. But onto the podium has gained that place, so onto the podium moves up into P9. And AMD, but Sergio Kimi, no, AMD not too far back, and Bugatti, it just looks like he's trying to keep on track in a minute. And Bill's 30 seconds behind V12. So Matt, yeah, at the minute he's in a brilliant position. His main title rival is in last place, and he's winning this race by 1.7 seconds. So Matt is probably hoping it stays all race. So Panda has got past Jay actually. I missed that on track unfortunately. Panda's moved into third place, so it's obviously some people are struggling with their setup. So it's a 4-car train now from Panda all the way down to Grosbeer in P6, and Powder's not too far behind that as well, to be honest. Retrex is beginning to close in ever so slightly, but he also said that he's picked up a 3-second time penalty. So you see these 4 cars, and then down to turn 4 now, where I made a great overtake against Duo in dry conditions in McLaren. But Panda, yeah, looking like he's got some good pace in the wet conditions. J-Bay, he had a great race last week in these conditions in Singapore. But yeah, dropping back a couple of places now. But there's a long way to go there, as 31 laps still to go in this Grand Prix. But this is the main 4-car battle on track. In fact, yeah, it is 4-car battle, but Yeah, Retrex has lost some time there. He was 1.4 seconds, now 3 seconds behind Matt. So I think Retrex has had a moment there somewhere. And Panda does the fastest lap of the race as well. So some great pace from Panda at this stage of the Grand Prix. And as Killer picks up a 3-second time penalty, easily done on this track, I think. Although I didn't get one. So, but anyway. So Matt lead now in this Grand Prix is 3 seconds. Retrix in second place, Panda in third, Ray Bay in fourth, Asker fifth, Bromsby in sixth, Paris seventh, Jay eighth, onto the podium ninth, and Sierra Kimi looks like he's kind of stabilised himself. But although saying that, he's got Bugatti in the back of him. Bugatti's actually got past A&D, so yeah, Bugatti hounding in the back of that Sierra Kimi. These guys have had some beef in the past. So I might stay on board with this one. This could get spicy. Well, baby, this is the battle for the final points playing position. But CSI Kimi is struggling so much. And Matt does another fast lap of the race. As his lead now extends to 3.3 seconds or 6 seconds. He's gone up a few tenths. Bugatti got on the inside now. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! Yes, yes, like Kimi. What were you thinking? I mean, I got that on stream. That's very naughty. Yeah, just smacked Bugatti straight into the pit lane there. Yeah, not what we want to see. It was looking like a great race here tonight, but that's just kind of put, no pun intended, a dampener on the situation. But yeah, yeah, didn't really see that really, but anyway, it is what it is. But Panda now closing right into the back of Retrex, 1.1 seconds behind him now. So Panda pulling away from J-Bay and Alice Killer and Grosbeer. So yeah, Siasa Kimi still in P10, but yeah, not what I wanted to see. Yeah, the guy I caught that on stream, mate. That was extremely naughty. Yeah, I don't really want to do if you wanted to report to the stewards or not. I don't know. Robbie did swear on my channel, to be honest, but I understand the frustration. That was. Yeah, that was very uncalled for from Siasa Kimi there. Oh dear. Unfortunately, there's not much battles going on. I think there's a closest battle between J-Bay and Alaska and Grosbeer. That'll be back for P4 and 5. J-Bay is not too far behind Panda, it has to be said. And Panda, like I said, closing on Retrex as Matt's lead is almost 4 seconds. So yeah, it's really only a well, it's not a fight for the lead; it's a fight for P2, pretty much from second place all the way down to sixth. Jay is a bit far behind at this stage, but we haven't even done 10 laps yet. So yeah, I don't even know how you pronounce his name, but. Sorry if I mispronounce it. If we knew how to pronounce it, we would pronounce it right, but I've never spoken to him, so I don't And Panda now is only 1 second behind Retrex now. Jay gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Jay. Oh no, sorry, I beg your pardon. No, I thought I saw an overtake then, but no. So Panda loving these conditions here at Brazil. Yeah, obviously no DRS to help the drivers overtake, but as I said, that Panda was closing in on him. Vortex just on the fast lap of the race. So then 10 laps off this Brazilian Grand Prix. Going to find it a little bit difficult to stay with that battle for 4th place, but he's still there. So I think this will just now be an easy one-stop race now. We should probably come in about the halfway stage of this race, lap 17, 18 sort of time, to fit on a brand new set of wet tyres. I know on some tracks in our game you can just get away without making a pit stop on the wet tyres, but I'm not really sure that you can do that anymore. So yeah, I'm expecting everyone will be making a pit stop at some point. Well, but Panda is really closed in on the back of Retrex now, less than half a second. I mean, I'm not sure where the best overtaking opportunities are on this track. Probably turn 1 is the most obvious one to go for, and maybe down in turn 4 as well. And maybe you could probably make a new come to this corner here on the inside, but they'll close that off quite vigorously. The driver in front is a yellow flag in sector 2, and it is CSI Kinney. I think there might have possibly be some contact with A&D there, I'm not sure, but yeah, so A&D is now made his way into 10th place. And Booster still 20 seconds behind CSI Kinney. But let's get a ball back of Panda now. And he gets in the slipstream, the Retrex really trying to go for a manoeuvre. No, he doesn't, no. Oh, I had a bit of a moment there, but no dramas really. He's going to try and make a move down into turn 3 possibly. Turn 4, sorry. No, he's just happy to stay behind them for the time being. Oh, Retrex. Bad exit there, coming out the corner, but no, still maintains his position. So yeah, maybe Panda just trying to bide his time and try and look for the best overtaking opportunity. Maybe he's looking for a mistake from Retrex. But yeah, not really seen this from Panda too much recently, but yeah, these conditions here tonight certainly certain with the Panda driver. I'm just trying to work out mathematically what this might mean for the championship. So Matt is 5 points behind Booster. So if he was to win this race, he would have an 11-point lead if Booster finished where he is now. So yeah, that's a decent gap to going into the last race of the season next week in Abu Dhabi. And I think if Matt was to win this race now, I think, well, Bugatti's championship hopes have obviously gone. And I think we can count Alice Killer and J-Bay out as well, to be honest. So, yeah. Retrex looks really out of shape coming in that corner there. Yeah, I think you've made your point now, to be honest. As Matt doesn't know if that's the lap of the race. He's a 5.7 second lead now. And Panda looking to pull out there, but no, decides against it. Yeah, Retrex had a lot better exit out of that corner than Panda did, unfortunately for Panda. But Panda's still very much, still hassling the back of that Alfa Romeo. It looks pretty much status quo up and down the grid. Doesn't look like there's been much change of position. Siasa Ku's actually got back past AMD now, so yeah, but Siasa Ku finds himself a long way back from onto the podium as well, so yeah. So the question is, will it stay wet the whole race, or will we have intermediate conditions? I don't know. Yeah, so still very much poised for this race. But I think Matt, his lead is just extending lap by lap by lap. So yeah, he's not wanting to have any much change in the weather conditions. Oh my God, Retrex has gone to the pits. The Panda goes into P2. Now, can he do? He's 6.8 seconds behind Matt. Can he do anything about that lead? We shall see. But Alice Killer and J-Bay. Oh, actually, J-Bay's caught right up to the back of the Panda. I must do that. And Rosebeer has fallen back off that battle now between J-Bay and Alice Killer. So J-Bay, Alice Killer and Panda. So yeah, that battle recommences. So while Panda was struggling behind Retrex, it allowed J-Bay and Alice Killer to catch back up. So I must say, actually, it's a very early pit stop from Retrex there, and he's come out just ahead of Siasa Kim, which is probably crucial, really. Yeah, battling Siasa Kimi is not what we want to be doing here tonight. You might find yourself in the pit lane. Yeah, the sunshine looking like there's breaking up clouds there, but to be honest, it always looks like that around this track, even in the full wet time trial. That's Panda Pits, that's a very early pit stop, and as Killer as pits as well. J-Bay carries on, he goes up into P2. I wasn't expecting him now for at least a couple of laps, but Groensbeer pits as well, and so does Jay. It's just intermediate conditions maybe. It's Inters, they've gone on Inters, Asker's gone on Inters. So is Panda, that's why they pitted. But Retrex went into the full wet tyres. Oh dear, I don't know what's going on. And Matt stayed out of, obviously, and so is Dre. So will Panda and the rest. I'm just getting McLaren. It's on the McLaren garage here. Will they gain any time? So Asker, Panda, Asker, Groensbeer, J pits onto the podium, and Powder pits as well. And Boogster, what's he going to do? Can he make up any sort of ground? And Powder's been disqualified. I don't know what for. What he's been disqualified for. And Boost has gone into intermediate tyres. I think unfortunately I missed that from Oh, it was Matt Pitts as well. Oh, that was disaster for Retrix though. He pitted a lap earlier, but stayed on the wet tyres. And Jay Pitts as well. So Wet Willis Panda is coming up the hill now. Where's Matt? He's just coming out the pit lane, so he should maintain the lead. Yeah, well, Matt Panda maintains that second place. CXR Kimmy has retired, so that promotes Booster up to the top into the top 10. So Matt lead has decreased slightly. It's only about 5 seconds now. So the question is, almost at the halfway stage of this Brazilian Grand Prix, will it get to? Will we see some dry running at all? I'm not sure. But Retrex, what's he going to do? Is he going to carry on with his full wet tyres? It seems a bit silly now. But he would come out and AMD pits as well. So he would come out. He'd lose position onto the podium, obviously. So yeah, Retrex, yeah, strategy disaster there, unfortunately for him. And Jay is close right up to yeah, Jay Tex is close right into the back of that battle, so it's a 5-car battle now. No, 4-car battle, sorry. Panda has pulled away from Dre, unfortunately. That lap where he pitted, that earlier pit stop, he gained a lot of time through that, so that's why he's able to pull away. As we are now at the halfway point of this Brazilian Grand Prix, lap 18 out of 36, and Matt still has a commanding lead of about 5.8 seconds, and his nearest title rival is down in P10, so it would have a 10-point lead going into the final round if it was to stay like this. But Booster has actually caught up to the back of AMD now, so Booster will get another point if he can get past AMD, that is. So Retrix has actually pitted now, as you can see, so everyone is now on the intermediate tyres. But yeah, it's a bit of a stalemate at the minute. It was pretty as much as you were, to be honest, before they all came in and made their pit stops. CSR Kimi obviously lost during the pit stops the stage. I couldn't see what happened to him. But Booster has gained a lot of time out of that. He's now, like I said, only less than a second behind now, AMD. But AMD is quite far behind Rex, so I'm not sure how much more progress Booster can make. He'd probably just get 2 points in P9, to be honest. Yeah, so there's not a lot for me to commentate on at the minute, unfortunately. I've just seen Bugatti in the just seen yeah, I've just seen how is it in the chat, to be honest. I've just seen yeah, the guy venting his frustrations. But I'm gonna, yeah, continue my concentration on this race here. So yeah, like I said, there's not much change has happened between the start of the race and between now. Really, we've lost 3 drivers, unfortunately. Siosla Kimi and Bugatti caught on stream. Siosla Kimi being pretty naughty there to Bugatti, and Pauli, I didn't know what happened to Pauli. He got disqualified, which is a bit odd. I'm not sure what he got disqualified for. Matt got the lead of his race at turn 1 and has maintained that lead ever since. Panda's made some good moves to get into 2nd place, but is not really making much more progress really into Matt's lead. So I think for Panda it's probably about as good as it's going to get, and yeah, as you can see, this is pretty much no one's really to get past one another. It just seems to be keep following each other on track, which is slightly mundane, to be honest, for the viewers. Very few viewers, but it is. And LMC Booster has gone to P9 now, so he's scoring 2 championship points. So I'm gonna just do my quick. Gonna check the tables in a minute, see what that actually means in terms of championships. So yeah, if it finishes as it is now, Booster will be on 72 points, and Matt will be on 81. So yeah, a 9-point lead going into the final race of the season at Abu Dhabi. Yeah, apologies for a lack of talking now. There's not many people watching the stream anyway, to be honest, but there's not a lot going on, if I'm going to be honest with you. Yep, so lap 23, not much happening really. 13 laps to go. Looks like it's going to be raining to the end of the race. I don't see any blue skies forming. Oh no! JP's out. Oh no! That's a disaster. I missed that completely. He's lost it at the top of the hill there. Oh, that's a shame. He was running. He was going to get me a second podium in a row, or third podium in a row. But yeah, not sure what's happened to him. I missed that, unfortunately. So yeah, we're down to 9 runners now. So Booster will be getting another championship point. So that's going to help him. So it'll be only 8-point lead now going to the next phase of the season. So yeah, that has been pretty much the only thing exciting that's happened now. So yeah, some big gaps happening out there at the minute. So yeah, I wasn't really concentrating really because it was getting a bit boring. But yeah, unfortunate for JB there. Well, sorry to hear about that, Jay. Yeah, I know that has been an issue in the past on this track. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully we'll see you next week at Abu Dhabi. Wow, I just noticed we've actually got a battle on our hands with 6 laps to go. JTEX is close right into the back of Grosbeer now. So we've got some entertainment here, ladies and gentlemen. JTEX going down the inside to turn 4. Grosbeer's going to try and hand it around, keep it on the inside, and yeah, but covers that move off. So Grosbeer maintaining P4 for the time being. There is some blue sky appearing on the track, but I don't think it's going to dry up anytime soon before the end of the race. So yeah, I think it's going to be intermediate conditions for the remainder of this race. But at least you've got something to commentate on. As Matt lead now is a 6.2 seconds. So yeah, it's been pretty must be a pretty boring race from his point of view, but he'll be delighted with the result, surely. So yeah, good for him and good for Panda on that recovery drive. Oh, Jay is past Grosbeer. Asker's pitted. Asker's pitted. He must have. Oh, I don't know why he pitted, but oh, he's obviously. Wow, I didn't see that, but he's obviously lost his podium position. So this is the battle for the bottom step of the podium between Grosbeer and JTEX. Asker will come out in P5. Or will onto the podium yet? No, I don't think he will. As Rex gets a 5th in time penalty. There's 5 laps to go now. So it's the Haas of Grosbeer versus the Red Bull of JTEX or TTGJ. And AMD pits, but he's in P9, so he's got nothing to lose really. He's got a great run on him now. It's going to go outside of turn 1. Oh, but Grosbeer maintaining that inside line. Great defending there from Grosbeer. JTEX has got some great straight line speed. He's going to go down the inside and gets that move done. So great driving there from the pair of them. Nice fair driving. Yeah, good to see there. And JTEX getting that 3rd place. And Grosbeer fight back at all. And they're both coming up to the Force India of AMD. Hopefully he won't be an issue for these drivers. Well, I think I've just noticed actually it has stopped raining completely now, as I did as a fast lap of the race. But yeah, I don't think anyone is going to pit onto dry tyres, um, especially with 3 laps to go. So yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be that stupid. Oh, Retrex has made his way got passed onto the podium. I've only just noticed that. So Retrex now up into P6. Oh no! Onto the podium. Oh, wrong person. Onto the podium, gets back at him. So yeah, Retrex having a moment there coming out the corner. Unfortunately, they've lost that position. So we might have a battle here for the last 2 laps of this Grand Prix. Retrex going to go moving inside. You know, bit ambitious that one. He's not going for it in the end. Look, onto the podium, had a great exit there, and isn't able to pull away from Retrex. But Retrex got some great straight line speed. He's going to go through the outside. And onto the podium will defend that inside line, but yeah, Retrex there, great driving. He went slightly deep there into turn 2. But yeah, for the time being, he has got that P6. Oh, we are on the last lap. Thank God for that. I was going to fall asleep then, to be honest. So, Matt, he was 5 points behind at the championship leader Booster at the start of his race, but thanks to that great start at turn 1, has led all the race through there really. He's now going to have an 8-point lead into the last race of the season at Abu Dhabi. As he comes across the start finish line and wins the Brazilian Grand Prix as Boogster for some reason pits. So yeah, I don't know why he's done that. And Panda, great drive from him really. Did some good overtaking manoeuvres during the race and finishes in P2. JTEX doesn't lap anything in the end, but he will come in P3. Rosebery in P4. Asker will come in P5. Retrex in P6. And onto the podium in P7. And Boogster, just for a bit of fun, he's gone as medium tyres, will come home in P8. And Boogster, just to add insult to injury, is going to have to try and pass Matt's car. So yeah, I'm not going to bother watching this really. You know he won the race, yeah. So yeah, that is your Grand Prix done, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to invite Matt and Panda into the chat a minute. So yeah, there is on screen your confirmation of the drivers where they finished. Like I said, Panda, Matt finished in the top spot of the podium, Panda in second, JTX in third, Grange in fourth, Asker in fifth, Rochex in sixth, onto the podium in seventh, Boost in eighth, AMD in ninth, and JB did not complete enough of the race to get a point, unfortunately. And you see the collision between Bugatti and Kimi that got told Bugatti out of the race, and Pauli got disqualified. So yeah, that is your Brazilian Grand Prix. So yeah, I've got Matt and Panda into the podium. So give me 2 seconds, guys. So yeah, I'll get these interviews underway. So Matt, obviously a fantastic start to the race. Bit ballsy battling between Kimi and one or two other drivers, but you got that first place down by turn 4, I think it was. But it must have been pretty boring after that. So maybe just try and explain to us how you thought your race went for us.
Um, well, I chose a wet setup in quali because I knew it was going to be a full wet race, and I think a few of the guys at the front that qualified at the front in quali was some dry setups. So I started the race. I got a really good launch, got up into second off the line, and then luckily got Kimi down into turn 4 and took the lead.
Yeah, so it wasn't a pretty boring race from your point of view. Was it just about maintaining the concentration levels, or was you worried about anybody catching you at any point?
I think the treks in the first few laps kept it at about a second and a half. Then I slowly pulled away, and then I think what was it lap 17, we went on to Inters, and then Panda closed the gap a bit, and then it was just keeping concentration after that and bringing that home.
Okay, well, so congratulations on that victory. Move on to Panda now, who came in P2. So a decent start to the race. He made some great overtaking manoeuvres at the start, particularly past Jay. But once you got that moving to second place, and did you think you could catch Matt at all, or was he just too quick for you?
I tried sort of right at the start of the Inters. As he said, I managed to bring the gap down a bit, but then I realised that I need to take these to the end. So I couldn't quite keep that pace and get the tyres to the end, unfortunately. So I couldn't quite catch him today, but it was a great drive from Matt.
Yeah, so you've not had the best of seasons, but do you find you're a bit stronger in the wet conditions than you would be in the dry?
Yeah, it seems to be that case. I don't know if that's just because people just practice the wet less, I suppose. But yeah, in the dry, I'm sort of, I don't know, sort of eighth to sixth or so. But then in the wet, I seem to be a bit further up. So hopefully we can get. I mean, unfortunately, we won't be able to get a wet race in Abu Dhabi next week, but hopefully next season we'll have quite a few.
Yeah. And what's your thoughts about Abu Dhabi next week? Is it a track you're looking forward to though, or not so much?
Uh, did a different league race in Abu Dhabi right at the start of the game, and I believe it's sort of like a really the complex before the first chicane, sort of long right hand of that is like incredibly slippy. You have to do any laps and any tyres, so that's going to be a tricky one to get around. But my pace is usually okay there, so we'll see what happens.
And what about you, Matt? What's your thoughts about Abu Dhabi?
I think last game I quite liked it, but this game I haven't really, I've hardly driven it. But I know the hypers probably won't go too long, but don't really know what to expect. I'll just see what happens.
Yeah. So obviously, it's a great result for you in terms of the championship. You was 5 points behind at the start of the race, and Bugster had an issue at the start and fell down to the back. He finished in P9, so you're 8 point lead now into the final race. So what are your thoughts going into that? Are you feeling a little bit nervous, or are you quietly confident?
Um, well, obviously, you're going to be nervous when you start the race, but I'm not sure what I need to win the title. Maybe third or something, but the goal will be to finish ahead of Bookster on the track.
Yeah,
I think you'll be 8 points ahead of Booster. I think Connor mentioned.
yeah, he is. Yeah, right. Okay, so if you're wondering why I didn't invite Jay, because he doesn't go on mic, so that's why I didn't do that. So yeah, yeah. So congratulations, guys, and yeah, that's pretty much the stream wrapped up. So I will see you guys same time tomorrow night for F2, or I will see you next week for the final race of the F3 season. So until then, have a good week.